on this buck earlier today. Pretty cool. He's got tags in his ears, like from the division. I don't know if they're like GPS trackers or just what, but I've never seen that before on a public land mule deer. Kind of cool. I've seen collars and stuff like that, but I've never seen ear tags before. But just a sweet old buck.
Hello, this is Jim.
Hi Jim, this is Chris Applegate. I just got your voicemail.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good. So that buck that I harvested, the tag that you're talking about, the metal one that's in the ear, that he did not have that. His ear was slit, so I'm assuming that he ripped that out, you know?
Yeah, he probably caught that on a tree or a bush or something and ripped it out, which is pretty common, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, without that one, unless there was there wasn't an antenna or anything else like that on that yellow tag, right?
Nope, it was just the one tag in each ear, and that was it.
Okay. Yeah, because we will put those radio transmitter ear tags in, and they'll have a unique number to them that we can track that to an individual animal. But
So,
without any of those numbers, we wouldn't be able to track the individual animal. But
so
yeah, those ones all come out of Bountiful.
So you guys took them from Bountiful and then released them up there in the Raptor Mountains. What? So I'm just trying to get a little bit of history on this buck, just because I think it's fascinating. But like you said, you can't do that without those other numbers. But the deer that you guys took from Bountiful and released up there, can you tell me like what that was a part of? Was it like for like winter range or survival, or I mean, what was that for?
Yeah, so it was part of a study we did to see how well urban deer would survive relocation efforts, and then just what would they do. And so we put those radio tags on a little over half the total number of deer that we moved, and within the first couple months that first winter, we lost approximately half of the deer. They just couldn't find the resources they needed, predation, all sorts of types of mortality out there.
Okay.
So initial survival rates were just under 50%. But then once they survived that first year, their survival rates increased to match the deer that were just, the local deer out there. So, went up into the 85 to 90%.
Interesting.
Survival rate after that.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that one, he had to been a pretty old buck, because even if he was just a fawn that was moved, and we didn't put the transmitters in the fawns, so so he'd probably be at least 5.5.
5.5, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So the deer they came from, you guys took them from basically like the neighborhoods and stuff like that in Bountiful.
Yep.
And then put them up there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to double check, because I did read some things, that showed that those yellow tags were to identify that animal had been drugged at one point, and if it was within 6 months of that happening, that you couldn't consume the meat and stuff like that. And so that's another reason why I wanted to double check to make sure I was okay to go ahead and eat this animal.
Yeah. Any of our that we drug will actually have a red tag.
Oh, okay.
And so, but yeah, that one, it's been plenty of time from our side anyway that it should be safe to eat.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want these tags? Like, do you want me to mail them to you guys or anything like that, or?
No, you can hang on to them if you want them. If not, you can just toss them in the trash.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll keep them. I think they're kind of cool, so.
Oh, yeah. They add to the story anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, I appreciate you getting back with me.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You have a good one.
Yep, bye.
Bye. Well, that's kind of cool. To not only harvest a great buck, but then to be able to get the backstory on that deer. I mean, I live in Utah, and so to take a buck that's originally from Utah in Idaho, I mean, that's kind of cool. Kind of cool story to that, but pretty interesting.